Hey, Lincoln, good morning. Today is Wednesday, May 28th, 2014, and what a great day it is. I'm Mr. Scott.
And I'm Mr. Galt, and together today we'll be bringing you the latest and greatest Red Storm news.
So ahead for you today, we've got some things like info on your cheerleading tryouts tonight.
Info for athletes for your physicals.
And some good news on getting out of school early.
And much more, so don't go anywhere, and we'll be right back.
Stay there. I just got to give this shout out first. I don't know if you caught it when we opened up at the beginning of the show, but the Hungry Like the Wolf soundtrack that we led into, Chris picked just for you.
Those of you that were not around in the 80s, okay, or even the early 90s, Duran Duran was as big as it gets. They were awesome, and I saw them about 50 times in concert.
I'm a little bit older. REO Speedwagon was my group.
Yeah, well, they weren't quite as good as Duran Duran, but I will say that I could be considered a Duranie.
Could you?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, we just had a big weekend. We did have a big weekend, too.
We did. My legs still hurt.
Yeah, I wish that was it for me. So do you have any pictures you want to share? If you do, be sure to send them in to us. Send them to ptv2@plymouth.k12.in.us.
And before we go into today's news, I'd like to thank our sponsor, Mancino's, where your teeth grind for grinders.
They're awesome. Obviously, I haven't missed many meals. PHS cheer tryouts will begin today or tonight and run until Thursday from 6 to 8 p.m. Please enter PHS through door number 5. That's the north parking lot.
For just $20, yes, $20, the hospital will be hosting a clinic for sports physicals next Monday, June 2nd from 5:30 to 7:30. Students need to report to medical office building number 2.
For somebody that has kids in school, that $20 is a pretty cheap fee.
Is that per person?
Yes.
Okay. So if you have 3 kids, that'd be $60?
That'd be $60 and probably $100 cheaper than what you would pay somewhere else.
Great.
For lunch tomorrow, our hardworking lunch ladies will be serving us a treat. It will consist of chicken piece parts, some baked fries, fresh veggies picked out of the garden right out back, and some fruit that is just freshly out of the freezer.
Taking a look out of the weather window, I'm looking out the weather window, that's what I'm doing. It looks like maybe summer is here today. We could see a few rumbles of thunder and occasional rain with a muggy high near 80. Tomorrow's temps will be the same, but sunshine and no rain tomorrow.
We had awesome weather last weekend.
We did. I wish it was like that all year round.
Thanks again to our sponsor, Mancino's, where they serve you the best pizza and grinders anywhere.
Thank you very much for helping Mrs. Day get her books returned. Teachers, please encourage students to take care of their overdue situation by either returning their item or paying their lost book fee. Okay, the library will continue to be open for returns and computer charger issues.
Speaking of library materials, don't forget that your computers continue to stay here. They'll stay in your 6th period class at the end of each day. You should have by now brought your charger in to stay with your computer, and be prepared to leave both here.
Looking for a little good news at Lincoln? All right, you got it. Yesterday was our last 3:15 dismissal day. Hooray. That's right. As of today, we get out at 3:05. And this Friday, we go back to 2:35. Yes. Looks like we'll finally paid off all our snow days debt, okay, which is also explains why you're watching the show for the in 4th period again, not 6th period.
Those snow days were nice, but they cost us.
They did. A little bit in our after-school time. I'll be happy to get out at 3:05 and 2:35 on Fridays.
Those
especially.
Fridays are nice. Hey, for those of you that went to D.C. last weekend, somebody on bus 2, which was not our bus.
No, because we were the Alpha bus. People didn't leave stuff on bus
That's right.
on bus 1.
We were rocking. But somebody on bus 2 left your iPad case or your Kindle case Monday morning. If that's you and you're missing your iPad case, get a hold of Mrs. Thornton and she'll sell it back to you.
You did leave something on bus 1, though, but I won't mention that right now. One other thing that somebody left was some little George Washington thing with a ball on it where you flip it up and try to catch it in George Washington's hat. So if you lost that, I've got that in my office and have been playing it nonstop for 2 days.
Well, as long as we're talking, Tommy Holloway, you loaned me your earbuds on the way home, and I still have those. So if you want to come see me, Tom, I'll give them back to you.
It's kind of gross, isn't it?
Well, I picked the wax out of my ears first.
Okay. Good. Taking a look at birthdays, we have one birthday here at Lincoln, and that birthday belongs to Jared Gentry. Happy birthday, Jared. Happy birthday from all of us here at PTV2 as well.
I think I have Jared during the class that we're going to be watching this, so happy birthday, Jared. Hey, let's take a look at what we learned today. First of all, number 1 and the number 1, we will start getting out of school at 3:05 today, and this Friday, we're back to 2:35 dismissal.
And also number 2 here, that there was an iPad or Kindle case left on that bus number 2 after the DC trip. See Miss Thornton if it is yours.
Sports physicals will be at the hospital next week.
And make sure you turn in all your overdue library books.
Cheerleading tryouts are tonight at PHS from 6 to 8. Please enter through door number 5.
And last of all, we cannot forget the fun fact of the day. A person cannot taste food unless it is mixed with saliva. For example, if a strong tasting substance like salt is placed on a dry tongue, the taste buds will not be able to taste it. As soon as a drop of saliva is added and the salt is dissolved, the sensation, what's it say? It says is dissolved. However, you know what? Forget that fact.
You know, Wager wrote that, and I think he messed us up.
I didn't write it.
I think you messed it. Nah, blowing it off on somebody else.
I didn't read it right, so don't worry about
Yeah,
it.
you got to have saliva to be able to taste something.
Yeah, something like that.
And I'm thankful for saliva because if it weren't for saliva, we wouldn't be able to taste that delectable Mancino's pizza.
Right, and if you didn't have saliva, you wouldn't eat, and then we'd all be skinny.
Yeah. What's the big deal with being skinny?
I don't know. I like to eat, though.
I do too. Thanks, Mancino's.
Best pizza in Marshall County, they say.
Yes, it is. I think that's all we got for today. Thanks for
Oh, yeah, there we go.
We
This
got
month,
it.
too. Here we go.
thanks for helping us out
Hey,
today.
maybe we'll do this again sometime. If you'd like to host, just see us.
Yeah, we could use you for a guest host. You. See
Great.
ya.